Hi there, my name is Ian Golding, Global Customer Experience Specialist, and it is my pleasure to share my thoughts with you on the importance of leadership engagement in managing the customer journey. Customer journey management, as you will know, is absolutely critical in delivering measurable change. But if we're going to be able to enable customer journey management to happen, how significant is leadership engagement? Well, before I share my thoughts on that, it's always important that I give you a little bit of context. Firstly, what is customer journey management? Where does it fit in? Well, to describe that, it's always important for me to contextualize. And to be able to do that, those who've heard me speak on this subject before know that customer journey management is just one element of a holistic, structured approach to customer experience management. And for any organisation to effectively manage the customer experience, to operationalise customer experience as I like to say it, they should adopt a form of customer experience framework. I developed my own educational framework many years ago to share knowledge with people on this subject around the world. My framework contains 3 parts to it: strategy, measurement, and people. The strategy part of the framework, 3 questions. Do we know who our customers are? Do we know what we want their experience to be? Does everyone in the organisation know the role they play in delivering that experience? The measurement part of the framework I will always call or describe as being about the facts, because customer experience should be a fact-based methodology. And it is here that the customer journey comes in, because whether an organisation knows it or not, it is the customer journey that is bringing the experience to life for customers right now. And this is where customer journey management is critical. Because when we talk about the customer journey, it's not just about mapping it, it's about managing it, which I shall explain more in a moment. Before I do, the third part of the framework is all about people, because we can't do any of this without people. And the people part of the framework is all about the creation of and sustaining of a culture, an environment to enable our people to think and act in the interests of the customer every time we do anything. So if I narrow down the focus to the middle part of the framework, the measurement part of the framework, this is what I mean by customer journey management. It is a cycle of interconnected, continuous activity. A cycle of activity that includes knowing who our customers are, so we can visualize their journey, so we can then measure that journey to enable us to identify the small number of priorities having the greatest negative impact on customer perception and, as a result, financial performance. And when we know what the priorities are, we then need to fix them. And then we go back around that cycle all over again and all over again forever. Customer journey management is, in my opinion, the most significant of all of the competencies that sit within the discipline of customer experience management. But regrettably, very few organisations are doing this effectively. Many organisations have mapped journeys once, but never done anything with them. Many organisations have been measuring the experience for years, but they don't know what the journey looks like. If I prod and poke organisations hard enough, they'll give me a good idea as to what they think their priorities are, but they never fix them. It's only when you're able to embed this continuous, never-ending cycle of activity that you will be able to realise the objective being measurable, tangible change, so you can demonstrably improve customer perception and financial performance. One of the fundamental reasons why this isn't happening is the lack of leadership engagement. the lack of leadership engagement in understanding the importance of this, the fact that customer experience is a science as I describe it, and customer journey management perfectly brings the science to life. So if you're going to effectively engage leadership in understanding this, what things could you do, should you do, must you consider? These are my top tips, if you like, of what needs to be done. It is absolutely imperative that leaders understand what the customer journey is in the first place. We must never assume that they know that. And the most effective way of ensuring that they know what the customer journey is for them to experience it themselves. It is critical that leaders know what it feels like to be a customer. Not what it feels like to run a business, but what it feels like to experience the things in the journey that your customers are experiencing. It is critically important that leaders never stop learning. Do not assume that leaders have sufficient knowledge of what is meant by customer journey management. It is vitally important that we keep educating them into how the varying pieces of this customer experience jigsaw puzzle fit together. They want to see measurable change, so we need to educate them to understand how they will get to that measurable change that they're looking for. Cross-functional collaboration is vital. A very important element of education is to ensure that leaders understand that it is not the customer experience team responsible for the customer journey, it is not one function responsible for the journey, but it is the whole organisation responsible for the customer journey. And as a result, we need to create journeys and manage journeys collaboratively in a cross-functional fashion. And we need leaders to understand the role that everyone plays in bringing the journey to life. It is vitally important that when we're talking about customer journey management, we work with the facts. This is why measurement is so important. And what we need to do is to bring the journey to life through good, robust measurement. But not just measurement of customer perception, VOC, but we must combine that with a measurable understanding of how internal processes are impacting the way customers feel. We must create a measurable relationship between cause and effect, so leaders can understand the impact, the causes of why customers are feeling the way they feel. And my final tip is walk the talk. As a customer experience professional, if we want leaders to engage with the journey, we must ensure that we are effectively engaged with it as well. We need to make sure that we know what it feels like to be a customer. We must make sure that we understand the facts. If we purely work with emotion or gut feel, then we're not working with the facts. We are not walking the talk, and it is vital that we do. I hope you found that useful. It is absolutely vital that leaders recognise that the customer journey must be an integral part of decision making in the organisation if they're going to deliver the measurable change that they are hoping to see.